What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen how to cook. And honey, we are going to cook this oxtail in the slow cooker. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. And for all of my old time goodie, oh no, some love on the right, make we get right in the recipe then, no?
Want to be independent, yet she can't read and write a sentence.
Okay, goodies, you ready for cook? Make we cook. Now I have my oxtails here that has been washed nice and clean already with salt, lemon juice and vinegar. To season up my oxtail, I'm gonna go in and add some salt to it. With the salt, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to add some black pepper to it, right? Make sure you do that. And I'm going to list everything that I'm using here down below, so check that out, and I'm going to walk you through everything that I'm using here. Now you want to add your onion powder, and you definitely want to go in with some garlic powder as well. All right, and I'll say about a teaspoon of each of those. Now I did use my grounded ginger. If you don't have grounded ginger, of course you can use fresh ginger, right? But I prefer to use my grounded ginger today. Alright, now after I add my grounded ginger, I went in and add my oxtail seasoning. Any kind of oxtail season brand that you choose to use, you go ahead and you add it in there. Now I did go in and add some grounded cloves to it, and you can use your fresh cloves. Any one of those is fine. You definitely don't want to skip out on the paprika, and you want to add more of the paprika than you did all the other spices. I'd say about a tablespoon. Now I did add some pimento seeds, and of course you could use allspice, powdered allspice. Now I'm going to add some jerk seasoning to it. And of course, if you don't want to go with the bottle one, make your own. I'm going to list that in that recipe down below, and so you can go ahead and follow that. Now be sure to add some fresh garlic to it. And I did go in and add some of my homemade green seasoning. And I also list a green season recipe down below, so you can follow that as well. Now to that, I added some browning, and I love Ultra, so that's why I'm using this brand. But of course, you can make your own browning from scratch using sugar and water, right? Now I did use some barbecue seasoning. Now this is optional, but I wanted to have a different kind of flavor besides jerk, so that's why I added that to the mix as well. Now you want to go in and give this a really good mix. When I say mix, I mean mix up and blender. Yes, goodie. Now if you want to have a really special kind of taste, you could go ahead and season it up overnight, put it in your refrigerator nicely tightly covered, and the next day you're going to go ahead and cook it. But right now I decided to just go ahead and let it sit on countertop for about 2 hours. If you don't have 2 hours, you could always let it sit less than 2 hours, because you are going to put it inside of your slow cooker or your crock pot, right? Either one you choose to call it. But we are going to be using our slow cooker, and we're going to cook up this oxtail in there. And the oxtail, it does take about 4 hours. So you can go at the supermarket, you can go grocery shopping, anything you want to do, shopping at the mall, and leave it in your slow cooker for 4 hours. It does take at least 4 hours. Now as you could see here, the oxtail is nicely seasoned and it's all clinged on to the meat, right? That's exactly how you want your oxtail to be sitting. And like I said before, if you want to put it in your fridge and make it sit overnight, you could go ahead and let it sit overnight. But I'm going to just let it sit out on my countertop and do its magic. I think it's going to taste just as fine, right? Just as fine. Now, moving right along, I'm ready to prep my thing. So here I have a very large slow cooker, and I'm going to go ahead and add it in to the slow cooker. You want to turn it on high heat. I did turn mine on high heat because I want to cook real fast. Okay, now let me just give you a friendly little reminder here. If you are watching me here cooking for your very first time, goodie, and you have not subscribed, we are weird pan. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. You will never miss an upload if you turn on your notification. So whether you are my old time goodie, I'm a new goodie, make sure to turn on your notification, alright? Because the recipe them always nice. So make sure you do that, right? For your girl. Now after I put all of my oxtail inside of my slow cooker, I went ahead and put in some scallion, and then I put in some thyme as well, and I'm using fresh thyme here. You can use powder thyme or dried thyme, whatever you have. Now to that I added some organic bell pepper. I'm only using organic because that's all I had at hand. Just use whatever kind of bell pepper you have. Now to that I added some already cooked butter beans. All right, now you might say don't have the canned one. If you have dried beans, put it in there, it's going to cook just as well. Now I did add a scotch bonnet pepper. You know me, I like pepper, right? But me put it in there, I'm not gonna pop it though. And to that I added exactly 1 cup of coconut cream, the one in the can I use. That equal 1 can of the coconut cream, right? Now milk we're drinking out coconut cream. Now I did go in and add about a tablespoon of olive oil to the mix, and if you don't want to add that, add butter. It's going to work just fine. Now you know how me feel about my vinegar, right? I'm using my organic apple cider vinegar here, and I added about a tablespoon of that to the mix. Coming on cook without that good. Not me. I covered it up and I went shopping for 4 hours. 4 hours. When I came back, this is what it looked like. It looked just like that. It was tender and it was cooked and it was nice looking. Now what I did though to thicken up the gravy, because remember I didn't have any liquids here, so this is just natural juices from the oxtail and the juice all flavored from the coconut cream we will put in the mix. So what I did though to thicken up my gravy, of course you could add cornstarch. If you want to add cornstarch, you can add cornstarch to it. Do not add flour. But what I did here was add some ketchup to the mix. I added the ketchup, I'd say about 1/4 cup of ketchup, and then I covered it back up and allow it to cook for an additional 15 to 20 minutes only. After that 15 to 20 minutes, it looked like this. And once again, like I said before, if you don't want to use the ketchup, use tomato paste, and of course you could add cornstarch to thicken it up. But I wanted a lot of gravy, yes, so because I'm eating it with rice and peas, so I want a lot of gravy. So but you don't have to make it this like this, thicken up the gravy, but that is what you will have when you are done. That is a-okay. Rice and peas, anything is good. Share the love with all your friends and family. Tell them walk all the way, bring them, come and send them, come, I'm waiting. After they get done doing that, tell them what you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.